What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another roundtable. This is your current host, 8-Bit. Gonna bring things off to the podcast today. We have Ed.
What's good?
We have Gold.
So,
and we have Ziggy the Beast.
Woo!
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
Big shout out to Zig. Welcome to the 3 and Me Club.
The Dirty 30 Club.
Appreciate
flap,
it.
flap, flap, flap.
So, one question: Did you do like I said, ESPN 30 for 30?
Let's just say, yeah.
What a time.
What a time.
It was my birthday and I made another one too. Yeah.
You're wildin'.
Rate the medicine.
Nah, man. Well, we definitely had a good time. It was good to not work on a full weekend for once, so it was cool.
So,
Good, man. Good.
So, speaking of birthdays, which usually come about of presents, I got that fight stick that GameStop had, that DBZ Fighters fight stick, and before I even opened mine, I seen it at EVO, and I was very much disappointed because I was like, these are stickers that are just labeled over the front of the fight stick.
Yes.
And it was just so bad. I was like, y'all couldn't do this. So yeah, I'm gonna mod the stick anyway. One, if y'all, the audience, want to see like the progression as I transform this fight stick into something beautiful, that probably was the intent of what they wanted to do. Let us know, because we could record it and we could get Ed, the current,
EVO champion,
future EVO champ, Ed, in here so we can show pretty much the progress, or give some tips, tricks, things like that. If Ed feels up to it, I don't know how he feels about it.
Well, I just gotta beat a lot of Japanese people first before I become an EVO champ.
What you talking about, bro?
Hey, man.
Sonic Fox. He
UK, bro. We got the UK in there. We got the Africans dominating the fight scene right now.
Everybody know how I feel about DBZ fighters.
That's why, bro. That's how we gonna get you in, bro. You be like, look, this is okay. So I guess topic one is gonna be EVO, since we're on it. So let's talk about EVO for a little bit. One, Ed, you have seen probably more EVO time than me, because I'm usually at work doing them, and I just don't have the time to sit down at any point. But you've probably seen more EVOs, and you actually went to EVO and met some of the, past and future champions that are there. So, one, can you tell us pretty much like an experience at EVO, or like what's some things that a person might go into their first EVO, even to just spectate, or do people go to EVO to spectate? If you don't mind me grilling you right quick on some just EVO and EVO etiquette.
Well, first tell them what EVO is, because a lot of people that listen to this probably won't even know what that is, to be honest. So, you're like a little brief. What is EVO?
EVO Evolution Championship Series. It was the biggest fighting tournament of the year, fighting game tournament of the year. So you had a lot of Street Fighter, Marvel, Melee, Super Smash Brothers, and you had Guilty Gear and Tekken, all those different types of games. And now they starting to branch out more into like some of the American-made games like Mortal Kombat, Injustice. You still gonna see anime games like DBZ Fighters, which, like I said earlier, is just one of those games that I can't stand to watch too much.
Get your Blaze Blue.
Oh yeah, Blaze Blue is kind of fun. I like watching. Me personally, when I went to EVO, I went in 2010. I think Daigo won Street Fighter 4 that year. It was a good year. I went straight for spectating, but I did get to play a couple of the games. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet Kazunoko, Mago. I met Tokido that year. This is like when Mad Cats was like the shit then.
When they were still in business.
Yeah. What else? Tekken Tag, I think, was the thing then. That was a good tournament that year. Mortal Kombat 9, where Perfect Legend won. It was a lot of good games. Marvel 3, this was before Ultimate Marvel. I think Viscount won it that year with a Phoenix team. But as far as if you want to just go to spectate, you can. It's really fun. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to see some of your favorite YouTubers and streamers. You get to the ones that actually do fighting game stuff, not the ones that just show up there because they want the clout.
And for a lot of y'all, clout is, what some may refer to as status or, a come up where you show your face and all these people rush you to take away from the main event because you're there. So there's a lot of YouTubers and even Twitch streamers that go to EVO just to show their face and be like, oh yeah, man, oh yeah, bro, come sit with me, and get the really good popular people kind of on their side and be like, yeah, I hung out with this person, they all right. Oh yeah, I hung out with this person. I'm rooting for them to win a championship. And they probably just go and take pictures with all like the top people, and they'll probably just post the whoever won, be like, yeah, there's a picture with me I forgot to post. I was so hyped about the tournament. I'm gonna post with this dude. So a lot of them go there just to get their own status up and get like a good picture. Plus, y'all paid for them to go there, so whatever.
Yeah, and me personally, I don't like that at all because you kind of take it away from the community itself. Like I've been playing fighting games my whole life. That's a big thing to me. So to see other people coming in there and trying to steal the glory and the shine away from these people that's been working all year long just to get here, compete, and some of these brackets be like the Street Fighter bracket this year was 2,500 people. Like, just imagine playing almost about 16 matches just to get to the last day, win or losers. That's just a lot for me, at least.
I really think if you get to like anybody that made it last year, I say you shouldn't have to play to like the top 50 just to be, or at least top 100. If it's 2,500 people deep, do not call me until the top 100 if I made it to top 10 last year. Unless your hand broke, I think you should automatically just get a pass.
But see, you can't do that because if you go back and look at take the top 32 for each game that they had this year, and you look at the top 32 for this year, then you look at the top 32 for last year, you're going to see a lot of people from last year didn't make it to top 32 this year.
I know, but that's just a lot. Like, that's a lot of time. Like, a lot of time. And then you got a lot of people that not good. That's the main thing. They need a better system of weeding out trash players because I feel, one, I know people that registered for EVO and was not EVO ready. And they are wasted their time. I was like, oh, I did it for the experience. No, you come there to play to win.
Right. Me personally, if I'm going to go to a tournament like that, I'm trying to get some money out of this because that shit ain't cheap.
Or at least a team. I'm like, yo, bro, somebody put me on.
Sponsor.
Check out my skills. If they had they really need more of a system where you can kind of stop it and seed it right. We're like, okay, look, we got these people that are like really good. Anybody that is no name should be in their own bracket. They should be like, look, we doing the top 50. All y'all no name people, fight it out. Battle Royale, fight it out in these couple days prior, and they need to schedule out how they do it because one, not everybody getting screen time, but they could put a lot more in the Evo if they really had that set out, just organized a little better where you don't have these randoms that should have like that's like me being like, all right, cool. I was okay at Tekken back in the day, and then I go to Evo and I make it to out of 25. Let's even just say if they had 1,500, I go from 1,500 to maybe 800, and then I lose in the 800 place. That's just kind of trash. Like, we don't need all these people here. This makes no sense. And people get fatigued fast. Or the people with the annoying, like, light up controller that's like, this dude is bothering me. Right. This is trash.
Every time they press a button, they stick light up a different color. Like, that's another story that we're gonna probably get into further down. But I did run into somebody years ago when I think I was making a run through Virginia, and I had stopped at one of the locals, and the guy had a light up stick. It was completely clear. And he was like, "You want to use my stick?" I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm good."
I'm not trying to have a seizure on that. But back to the Evo. I'm sorry, I got a little bit off topic. So back to Evo. Whereas, like, what are some good expectations for Evo? Like, what's something that you think everybody going to Evo should come out from just going in?
Learning experience. If you playing, learning experience is always something you can get. And then having that 1-on-1 with like some of the top players in the world, you can they literally talk to you like it's nothing. Like, hey, I'm trying to do this. What are some things that I can improve on? Especially if you run into them in the bracket or something, they give you some hints and pointers like where you need to work on and what can you do to get yourself to the next level. Because you talking about people that's world champions. You ain't not talking about your cousin that's a local scrub right here.
So even if someone's new and they really don't know much, it's friendly enough to where somebody could actually ask questions. A new person could actually ask questions and get something out of it.
Yeah. You don't want to just be bum rushing anybody like you.
Guy go, what's my secret? Look at my gen. I don't know.
Right, you don't want to do that. But if you do, just happen to run into them, you talk to them for a little bit, get to know them as a person because they still human. And if you do get to play against them, some of them do play like some regular casual games, and then you have like the salty suites in the hotel rooms where big money matches going on in there, and a lot of the big players go in there just to have fun. That's like the little hangout area for them after a long day of playing. They still want to play, but they can like relax a little bit because it's their career now on the line for this now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, because I did that at just anime conventions where at night, like Myra would be asleep, and sometimes I would go to the arcade room, which open 24 hours, and pretty much just dick around and nail whenever she sleep. It's fun, but they be kind of salty. Like if you knew and you just pick up and beat somebody, they get really salty about it.
Oh yeah, you gotta run that back, man. You gotta run it back till they win.
Who this kid think he is?
Hey, that's how you come up in the ranks. Cause now they looking at you like, oh, where you come from? Cause that's how back when Street Fighter 4 came out, and that's when a lot of people start getting to the online play. You didn't hear about a lot of players until EVO came around, and they'd be like, oh, he's an online warrior, and he'd come on the stage and beat the shit out of somebody. Like, oh, this dude good. Like, who is this man right here? And that's how if you really want to get into that scene and start building up, be the online warrior, and then when you go show your skills off at one of these major events, be the guy that everybody want to talk to and line up to get their ass whooped or whoop their ass. One other.
Yeah, and then you gotta watch out for the Twitch hotties. Oh my god, we played online, right, bro?
Yeah. Twitch was still Justin TV back then for me.
Yeah, Yeah, that's when I had to burn my first channel because of the salt. Speaking of Twitch, we gonna move on into because that was kind of like just a random topic for Evo since we was talking about it. Um, Speaking of Twitch and Twitch hotties, Ninja, big, the most popular Twitch streamer who I don't never watch and don't even know, um, literally gotten some heat within the last like 48 hours because he said he will not play with female streamers. Which,
Really?
yes. So let me break this down to you. So at some point, he said, "Hey, I'm not playing with female. I think it was Fortnite, female Fortnite people because you don't want to get involved with anything in terms of like even if it's a little bit of flirting, it's taking like, oh, so this who you have a relationship with, or this who you're with when you're not with your wife and all this other stuff." And I was like, ooh. I took it both ways. One, because on Twitter right now, this is the hottest thing in like Twitch news on Twitter. One, I defend his right to say that because as a streamer, you control your channel. Like my channel, for instance, I don't have to leave, stream chat open for mods and everybody else to get in. I do it because sometimes I don't want to talk. I'm there to play a game, and I'm playing this game for me, and it's a selfish stream. So I'm like, if somebody else want to come in and talk, fine by me, that's fine. But there's nights where I'm like, I'm really good, I'm really in this great positive energy mood, and I'm gonna just run my stream, and we gonna do it as best I can. Go old school, and phenomenal night. Just me, camera, chat, bam. But then, this is the flip side for me. If you put yourself in that predicament where I understand you're acting and it's a different persona for some people when they live stream. So why would you even put your family in a predicament where you're flirting with this chick, you maybe trying to get something out of her for views and for giggles and laughs? That's disrespectful to your family at that point. The person who supported you and did all this stuff. And that's why I say I defend his right to say it. But then, as I posted on Twitter, as a streamer or any content creator, even us, we all have to suffer any consequences that we say on this platform. The internet is written in ink, not dry erase. It's permanent. Even if we erase it, if it was said and somebody clip it, it's wildfire. It's on ESPN, SportsCenter, CNN, front page. So if I wore a shirt with a racial slur on it, or something very offensive, then I take ownership for that.
Very true.
But I have to realize I woke up and decided to put this shirt on, or I decided to buy this shirt because I thought it was funny or whatever the case may be. He looked at his channel and said, I'm not playing this with any females because X. Maybe he had a situation in the past where something popped up, or who knows? But that's his right to say what he does on his stream because it is his stream.
Right. And then you gotta remember, like, once you start crossing those lines, you start getting to other people's personal life, and that's what you saying and what he's saying. That's where you can get real. It can get real serious at, because yeah, these people, they support you in the background. they didn't come up on the channel with you. So when they want to be known, if they want to be known, then they'll do it on their own terms. It's not something that you want to force upon them. So for him to say that he won't play the hottest game out right now, which I think is pretty retarded, but that's another story too. He won't play this game with a female streamer or a female period. I can understand what he's saying, because then, like you said, they start associating you with this person, and that can get real sticky.
Yeah,
For instance, we've had a similar situation with your stream, 8-bit, with a certain person. Remember that situation?
Oh my god.
The clout chaser.
Yes.
That's I completely understand the streamer's point by saying about not wanting to allow like the female gamer to play Fortnite with them, because a lot of, well, not saying a lot, but it's a few, like the thing about what's more, well, it's more common in a way. A lot of people refer to like the YouTube channels that females have, like they call them like the thought tubers or like the clout chasers, like something like things like that, because they say like a lot of people believe that only like the female channels, they just trying to like hop on with a male to try to like shoot their way up, which I don't agree with, because females put in just as much work as males when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, for instance, like the makeup channels and all that, like that's a lot of money they spend on the makeup products and stuff. So I mean, that's a lot of money they invest in and time, and it's not a guarantee that people gonna notice them for doing makeup. They could say like your makeup is trash. You could be spending all this money and not going anywhere. Same thing with like photographers. Like I know a lot of female photographers, like they put a lot of money and time into what they do, and you know they grind just as much as the males. But it's just that I guess since when you think of games, people think of mostly like males playing it. So like when people still hear females playing games, they get kind of like, I don't think you really game like you say you do. Like people tend to have that mindset when it comes to females game. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to give like the females as much like automatic leeway as they do males. Like when males say, "Yeah, I play games," they're gonna be like, "Okay, cool." If a girl say, "Y'all play games," they be like, "Oh, what you play? Fortnite, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto." They be like, no, that's just how it is. So I see the streamer point. Then again, like you gotta understand, like you said, AB, like no matter what you do, as whatever you do, whether it's right or wrong, somebody gonna have a problem with. Like nothing you're gonna do gonna be considered perfect. That's just how it is.
The approval rating will never be 100%.
Right, you'll never get everybody. Nobody will ever be 100% on your side. Nobody will ever be 100% against you. For instance, look at our president. He's terrible.
We do not talk politics.
I'm just saying, they still have people today that still support him. So I'm just saying, it's like people hate him, people still support him, but don't know why. But hey, it happens. So yeah, so, I mean, it's like it's a losing battle. He won't ever no matter what he would have said, it wouldn't have been right or wrong. Because if he would have fine with it, if he would have been fine with the female, with playing Fortnite with a female streamer, like he might have. Been talking, people might have mistook that as flirting, and he's with someone, and they can go back and be like, hey, such just was flirting with this person on the stream, or she could pop in on the stream, be like, so what's this going on between y'all? Like, it's no way you can win. So he picked this. I mean, it's a losing side of the way it goes, but he just picked one that might cause more controversy. But I completely understand what his reason though, because a lot of happens a lot. Like you'll be on stream with a female, or you'll just be chatting with them. People automatically assume, oh, y'all must mess around. Y'all must do this and that. Same thing like at the workplace. Like you talk to a girl at the workplace, a lot of people automatically assume, oh, y'all must be messing around outside of work, this and that. But y'all really just talking as coworkers at work. So I completely understand.
His reasoning is really like I agree with it. Now, I completely agree. You run your channel how you want,
right?
But you can't get mad when people take the words you said and contort them to a negative. Because at that point, you could have just said, "I'm not dealing with it. I'm not gonna say how I feel. I'm not gonna say what my stances are." The words came out. I'm not streaming with a female streamer. And I understand completely with you. And sometimes I'm not gonna say I won't ever stream with a female streamer, but I am particular on who I stream with.
Right.
I will stream with people in the same community as I am, have the same interests as I have, and we can actually talk and hold a conversation with each other outside of this.
Right.
Because
it's like same thing. Like if a female were to say, "Oh, I don't really want to stream with a male streamer because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to lash on to him and use him to get like more like viewers and attention," or they be like, "I don't want to stream with him."
I bet you if a female said that, it would be more empowering than a man saying it.
Of course.
Because it would be like, oh, well, standing up, which somebody is going to take it positive and then everybody else is going to take it negative.
Feminism.
It's the Me Too movement.
Yes.
And it's going to be what it is. That's why I was like, what I just said now, I know is going to be hell and high water. And I said it. I was like, I completely was going to be like, oh, 8-bit fascist feminist. Like, I never said that.
Right.
I support and push me. Like, I'm friends with more female streamers than I am with male streamers.
Shout out Mingling.
Mingling, Rec, Miller. It's the fact that, and I don't flirt with any of them. I'm literally probably the worst friend, internet friend they probably have. Be like, this dude like my tweets, randomly come in my stream, and I never see him for weeks at a time because I'm just busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we all stream at the same time. There's no way we all gonna see each other outside of these games. But
let me host you while I'm streaming real quick.
Yeah, let me know what? I'm gonna stream me watching you stream, and we just gonna watch you stream because then that's just trolling. Then it looks like I'm picking on them. But I would legitimately watch me, like, be like, look, I'm hosting me, like, I'm hosting you, but it's just me streaming. But it would be, that's really a troll move. But they have people that become popular off Twitch like that. Afro Sinju did it to me, and he's popular on YouTube. They sent all these people to my channel when I was playing Naruto and was like, I was drunk playing Naruto. And they sent all these people to me saying, Afro Sinju said 1v1 right now. And he knew I was playing on PlayStation. And I didn't know who he was. I've never heard of the guy. Reap heard of him, and Reap was like, hey, I was just watching this dude. He's popular. And I was like, I don't know. I don't care. But all right, cool. Never showed up in the stream. We just had all these people to troll me, and then they left. I was like, all right, bet. I didn't care. I was having fun on stream. But that's what people do. They troll and they pretty much try to beat you down on stream because they're popular and they don't show support. It is what it is. You get there how you get there. If that's what they want to do, they have the right to do it. It's their channel. But the whole ninja situation, hey, I defend your right to say what you want, but I also defend these people right to react how they want. You are a big influence. You are what's in because you are what's in because this game is what's in, and you're apparently the best or one of the best at it. You are a role model. You are a mentor, but you kind of should think about these things before you just lay it all on the table. Never say never. Never say what you plan on doing. Just say, as of right now, I'm not doing it.
I'm staying away from those situations.
But if any of y'all lovely ladies would like to come to the 8-Bit of Fun stream, feel free to send me a message on Twitch. We can work something out.
Hey, self-promoting for the end, sir.
What you talking about? This is a current topic. This is a current topic. This is just saying. I'm saying I, as a male streamer, will play a game with anyone.
Clout.
Transgender. I'm gender neutral. If you don't even have a gender, if you're a dog,
all right, bro. We good. All right, bro.
Benny Fitz is a puppy.
All right, bro.
I don't care.
All right, bro.
My man out here said he want to play with furries out here.
Man, let's
bet.
Y'all wild. Y'all out of control.
Hey, you gotta give it up to the people there. The internet rules the world right now. So, whatever you want to say you are, and you want to play video games, just hit the man up. That's all I can say.
I am a meat-shaped popsicle from Antarctica
Oh,
that is part Norwegian. Hit me up.
Go.
Oh, God. All right, bro. Bet.
Speaking of mutations, what have y'all heard about the Venom movie now being PG-13? I'm very upset that it might possibly be PG-13.
It's a Venom movie. Venom's supposed to be one of the most goriest. Him and Carnage supposed to be some of the most goriest and non-feeling people in the Spider-Man universe, and to say that you're gonna have PG-13 movies is outrageous.
With Carnage supposed to be in it, and it's PG.
Yeah, Carnage supposed to be in the movie as like the villain supposed to be, and I don't know how I feel about it being PG-13 because when I think of Carnage and Venom, even with the animated series, like it was kind of violent, like like it's supposed to be gory, violent, dark. So PG-13 nowadays kind of give me like because a lot of PG-13s now is kind of like more kid oriented. Like PG-13 used to be
kid. He said, "Damn."
Yeah, like PG-13 used to be kind of like boring. Like it used to have some nice things in it. Like it'd be not too violent, but it's enough to satisfy you. But now
look at that side boob, PG-13.
But now PG-13 is kind of like it's basically like a PG movie. Like it's really no really big difference, like it used to be. So I'm
PG-13 mean little people, big problems.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like Venom should be treated kind of like a Deadpool, where it's R-rated, where it's just like it's out there, like it's just everything for that villain. Well, I guess you could say Venom kind of like an anti-hero because he did have sometimes when he teamed up with Spider-Man and all that kind of stuff.
He's definitely the anti-hero, especially when Carnage is involved. It's like this is the closest thing we got to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when Carnage comes, that's when you're like, okay, guys, so I need help.
Somebody save me.
So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I really honestly don't even know what Marvel's doing. Marvel's kind of getting into this comedy phase they're going through right now. So,
well, it's Sony just keeping the door open for Spider-Man. That's the only reason they probably going to do PG-13 because it's like we can't put our friendly neighborhood with Deadpool. It can't work right.
Because they said that the next Spider-Man, because after the last Avengers movie, then Spider-Man starts out the next phase of the Marvel, whatever the direction they're going with. Like Spider-Man gonna be the first new movie. Like Iron Man was the first one to start off. They're gonna switch over to Spider-Man being like the new starter for the next whatever they're doing for it. So
phase
I guess
4 or whatever.
Phase
reboot. It's not even gonna be a phase anymore. The phases, I think they end the phases after the Avengers movie. At the Avengers 4 is gonna be the last. The end of the phases is gonna be like a whole new
reboot.
Yeah, it's like a reboot. Yeah. So they started out with Spider-Man. Who knows who they're gonna go after that? Because to be honest, a lot of the Avengers, their contracts will be up after Avengers 4. Like that's pretty much it. So they got another Guardians of the Galaxy. I know.
Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna be.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how the third one's gonna go with that. Cause I don't know Gamora. Cause we all know they coming back. Like they bringing them back to life. I personally think that they're gonna bring most of them back, and Iron Man's gonna die. I just feel like he's gonna die.
Aren't they boycotting Guardians?
Yes, the actors walked off. That's why I was like, James Gunn. Everybody better get ready to be the new DC cast. They're gonna kick Everybody out of DC and Chris Pratt gonna be Superman. Just letting y'all know.
Bad Superman.
Oh, he could probably pull off Batman. He could probably pull off Batman. Oh no, they just gonna turn them into Teen Titans. That's all they gonna do. They got the perfect cast. Beast Boy, Rocket.
Oh my god.
Then you got
who Van Diesel gonna be? Who Van Diesel gonna be?
Starfire. All they gotta do is say the simple line.
Dog, get the hell out of here.
Get out of here, bro.
Presenting on Centos. I am Groot. He got the same line.
Bro, go get out of here, bro.
It could work.
Get out of here.
It could work. It could work.
It can. But
DC, it could work.
DC has slowly been dying for a long time.
What else they got left to lose at this point?
All DC got is Wonder Woman. And the second Wonder Woman is going to be another flashback. So I'm like...
I'm sorry. Wonder Woman was trash. I fell asleep. I fell asleep at the end of the movie. I don't know what happened at the end.
You are entitled to your opinion. And I respect it.
And you're right. But I'm just saying. In my eyes, it was trash.
I still haven't even seen Wonder Woman.
It wasn't trash to me. It was actually a good story. I can understand people saying it could be boring because it was kind of like an origin thing, but it was a good story. It wasn't like blown out the water. Like it was good for a DC movie. Like if Marvel would have come out,
that is sad to say. It was good for a DC.
That's movie. Wonder Woman, the best movie they got. That was the best one I've seen. All the other ones are trash. Man of Steel was okay. Batman vs Superman was I'm Batman.
That was a baby.
I'm Superman.
That was a baby movie.
The movie was stupid.
Batman versus Superman.
Batman vs Superman was 2 hours of no action or plot, and everything happened in 15 minutes.
It was 3 pages of dialogue, and the rest was we gonna wing it. I feel like everybody got the set and was like, "What we doing?" I'm in a suit. I'm in the green screen room. Let's make it work. I'm grown. Let's make it work. Because it was just all over the place. The whole opening of the movie could have just been thrown out. Where while Bruce Wayne and Clark and Martha, why did you say that name? What? So all we had to do is reference everybody named Martha to rich people that could afford the Bruce Wayne. I bet you could easily retrace him, and the fact that they didn't show any work of Lex Luthor finding out who they are was just trash. Then that whole Flash incident, wake up, you gotta find this. We gotta go to the movies, and you promised to give me a large popcorn, bruh. Bye. What was that? I don't know. Night terrors. Robin, I'm sorry. What? That whole movie was a joke.
Wonder Woman was the only decent movie I could tolerate. The other ones were trash. Justice League was a fucking joke.
So what you saying? Green Lantern wasn't good?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
So Green Lantern wasn't good.
Get the fuck out of here.
It won't be good until Jon Stewart is in there.
Fuck that movie.
Idris Elba, his contract with Marvel is up. He can go be Jon Stewart.
He's about to start on. James Bond. Yeah.
Oh, they gave it to him?
Yep, he's the new Bonds, bro. He was announcing it today. He said, I'm Elba. Idris Elba.
Bad.
He tweeted it today, bro.
They finally gave that man.
Yeah, they say he's going to be on the new Bond, bro. You know they got to change it after every couple years.
I bet they ain't going to do that ball scene with Bond this year. Like they did your boy.
They making a super leap. They going from the white Bond to the black one. Changing the culture.
You know, Obama out of office.
Blind eyes.
We gotta say, you know, I'm bringing sexy back. Yep. That man gonna be all right. He gonna be all right.
Cause they've been saying about that movie. Like with the Marvel stuff, they've been saying that they said they should actually make, since the whole Guardian situation, they've been saying that it should just be like another Thor movie, but I don't know. I don't feel like we need another Thor movie. I feel like Thor's character arc needs to end after Avengers 4.
Thor needs to die. Leave Tony Stark alone.
Like, I think it should just get to that point where, yeah, like you said, he should just go ahead and get killed off, or just go back to Asgard and rebuild it.
What Asgard? He don't even have. He got half the supposedly half the people escape because they let Thanos do that weird halfy stuff. Half the Asgardians, who knows where they are?
Valkyrie's still alive. She got away. She not dead.
Valkyrie though.
Yeah. They confirmed Valkyrie was still alive. They said Valkyrie left with the other half.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So half the people survived, the other half died.
You know how they're gonna do. Valkyrie gonna swoop in out of nowhere, somewhere in the middle of Avengers 4, and be like, "Oh, I'm back," and then it's drinking some kind of beer or something. Saying,
"Oh yes, Valkyrie. Yes, Valkyrie. Indeed. Yes, we will go kill Thanos again. Yes.
Something.
Let's go."
People like that gonna happen. Cause who all left? The OG Avengers. Rocky is still alive. Who else is still there?
What happened to Duke? Duke's still alive. Duke.
Valkyrie is supposedly still around. Cause the producers confirmed that. They said that the Russo brothers said that Valkyrie's not dead. She's still alive. So she's still there. At least the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Because they said apparently something happened in that ties into it. Something like that. So I don't know. It's a lot.
Nebula's still alive too.
Yeah, Nebula's still alive.
Nebula's still alive. Yeah, that's who else. Because she with Tony.
But that's it, though.
Everybody else gone. Died. Yeah. So
how you kill off everybody with the snap?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I did not think they was gonna do the snap. I was very proud of them for doing the snap. That was like the big thing everybody wanted to see. Everybody was like, I wonder if they actually gonna do the snap. Because I did not expect everybody to die. I honestly did not expect that. I honestly thought Iron Man or Captain was gonna die.
They prophesied Cap ass in the dream from Ultron where Tony was like, well, he's dead. They need to kill Cap. Need to make that happen.
I'd rather Cap die than Tony, to be honest.
Cap don't want to do nothing anyway. Cap,
man, fuck Cap. They cheer for him every time he come on the screen. That pissed me off. I'm like, why y'all clapping for him?
Who else he got to fight?
Man, why y'all talking about G Money like that?
Bruh. G Money does look like Captain America
look like,
without the drugs.
He look like Captain America before they put the before they made him super soldier.
Like he looked like base form Cap.
Yes,
like
he does.
All right, guys.
Especially when he had the little beard, bro. That should be so funny.
Cap, you eating right? Eat some spinach, Cap.
But Captain America doesn't have any other villains. Like, he doesn't have any more people to fight.
The only thing left he got to fight is freedom. Like, that's it.
No, you're wrong. Because you did see Red Skull.
Man, Red Skull is a gatekeeper for a stone. He returned the slab.
He don't even got legs.
Red Skull was floating. Return the slab. Return the slab. That's all I saw when I saw Red Skull.
You must give up.
But that brings off
his tears are not of anger, they are of sorrow.
Yeah, what they doing with little short dude from because one, Hydra still is infiltrated the Shield. They never cleared that up. That's still a thing. They just gave up. They're like, it's disbanded.
Hey, it happened, and they was like, you know what? It's all right.
You know what, Hydra? You all right.
Well, we're gonna see, because when Miss Marvel come out next year, supposedly, a lot of stuff supposed to get cleared up right there.
They supposed to, cause they doing so the Captain Marvel they decided to go with was the one that fused with the Alien Marvel. They decided to go
lazy.
So when we see cause the movie not even gonna be current, it's gonna be like in like what the 80s or something, like it's gonna be a flashback, I believe. The 90s it's gonna be an origin movie. So we probably not gonna see nothing happen with the president until the after credit scene, the Easter egg.
You know what's sad? A 90s movie, like they're gonna be listening to like TLC dumb stuff like that, like Usher, and be like,
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top.
Cruising the street.
Yeah. Like that's what that's old now. I'm like, that's what my time. So this is how my parents felt when they was talking about like the 80s and the 70s.
Bro,
Like,
whenever I bring up Usher, people are like, what's that? I'll be like, oh my God.
The dude with herpes now.
I'm not even that old, bro. It's a crazy one.
I'll tell you honestly, though, I don't want to see another origin story because that's going down the line of Captain America and the first Avenger.
Well,
if you really want to get into it, another origin story, that's how that's going to be. You go back in time to the 90s and you do it from there. And then at the end, you're going to see it in real time. Like, nah.
Well, Captain Marvel probably won't be a bad one because
no one knows.
So I'll say yeah, because if you're not really like into the comic book stuff, nobody knows who she is. Like people thought Captain Marvel was a man. That's like people.
Marvello was the man.
Yeah, like nobody knows much about her unless you like really into like the comic book scene. But like, a lot of the people that's into like the Marvel movies are just like all they watch is the movies. That's it. They don't know about like all the comic book people. So I feel like it's going to do well because for one, it's a female protagonist, and that's big. Like the female fans will go see just because it's a woman in the lead role. Like that's big. When they got when there's a female superhero in the lead role, except for what was that movie with Carmen Electra? What was that movie?
Electra.
Yeah, that movie was trash.
No, that wasn't. No, Carmen Electra. That wasn't Electra. That was the benefit thing. That was the girl from there, right?
Let's see.
Nah, Carmen Electra played.
No, Carmen Electra was Electra though. Remember they had the trash. It was
Daredevil.
It was Daredevil. Then they had the trash.
That was Carmen Electra. Man.
Yeah.
I thought that was. Oh man, who the heck? Let me.
You probably thinking of Electra from the Netflix series.
Yeah. I was saying Carmen Electra was Electra. Cause I remember this because it was a trash movie. Cause my cousin saw, he said it was horrible.
Man, I thought it was some other ugly chick. I can't remember her name. Let me go look this up. Who did I think that was?
I may be wrong.
No, y'all probably right. It's just I'm losing my mind and don't remember who was in what.
Cause everybody's like, Carmen Electra, yeah, fine woman in the movie, and then they saw it, it's like it's trash. But like Captain Marvel's gonna do well. Just out of strength, it's gonna be a female in the lead role, and that's big because a lot of female superheroes don't get like the spotlight. They always be like supporting roles. They never get like the full. It's my own movie, like it's their movie. Like for instance, Black Widow, she's been an extra in the Marvel movie. She hasn't had her own movie. They said they're making one for her, but she hasn't had her own movie yet. So,
okay. Jennifer Garner played. Yeah, that's. I was like, I knew it was not. Let me go pull up Carmen. I was like, nah. I was like, man, I swore it because I remember that horrible fight scene in the basketball game. No, that was Catwoman. That was also horrible.
No, they had a fight scene between her and Daredevil on the basketball
with the jungle gym where she was like fencing him on a seesaw. Yes, that was definitely horrible. I was like, no, that couldn't have become Electra.
I don't even remember what was like the main focus of that movie at all.
She was a rich girl that was like trained by like some old restaurant, Chinese restaurant owner.
Hey, Blade 2 was better. Because Blade 2 came around the same time that came out.
Hey, that's another thing. Marvel could do a Blade movie because they got the rights to him. So he might, you might get a Blade. Might get a reboot.
I think Marvel got the rights to Spawn also, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No. Spawn? I thought that was Warner Brothers.
I thought they had Spawn. I thought they had all of them now. Because they got, they got the X-Men.
Well, they did buy Fox, so let's see.
Yeah, because they have X-Men, so I thought they got, like, Spawn too with that deal. I
think they're supposed to, because I heard not so long ago a Spawn movie supposed to be in the works.
Yeah, I thought like they have like all the old movies that we all know. Like they got rights to all those heroes now. Like, they worked out deals. Cause I know Disney brought Fox, or they're buying Fox. I don't know if they got like finalized yet, but because they supposed to be redoing the whole X-Men movies and everything. Because they like scratched the whole script that they were doing for the Dark Phoenix saga, I think it was, something like that. They supposed to like remaking all that stuff. So X-Men might shake back. Honestly, I haven't really liked the X-Men movies since
First
X2.
X-Men movie.
Since X2. X2 was the last one I semi-liked. The first X-Men movie was the best one to me.
Yes, Spawn is owned by American. He's not owned by any of them.
Okay. Who I'm thinking about then? I'm thinking about somebody else then. I don't know. Anyway, so we got way off topic. So Captain Marvel. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I'm excited because, to be honest, I know of Captain Marvel, but I don't know like a lot about her. So I'm kind of excited to see it. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a nice movie. This is the first Marvel movie where they had like a woman that's actually like the lead role instead of her being a supporting cast. I'm excited about that because Black Widow was the truth. I can't wait for Black Widow to have her own movie. Like I'm just waiting for that because Black Widow, she was nice. Like Scarlett Johansson played the shit out that role. Like she does a great job with it. So the only female hero in Marvel that I don't really like is Scarlett. I don't like Scarlett. She gets on my nerves.
She just dealt with her jacket and her boobs out. That's it.
That's it. Like she just
she move her hands in some weird way and they be like CGI. You're good. You're a hero now.
I'm normal. I have my boobs out. Oh, they're trying to kill Vision. Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool, great.
How can I fight in this tight leather jacket?
I can't move. I'm not flexible. I'm unflexible for Vision. Like, all right, bro.
I know of Captain Marvel, but everybody was like, "Isn't Captain Marvel like the suit that Iron Man gave Captain America?"
Yeah, bro. I was like, what? People
just came up with dumb theories.
And that's like, isn't it a Tony Stark's invention? I was like, no, this was an alien that fused with a person, a news reporter.
I cannot think of her name right now.
She was a pilot. She was in NASA. That's how she ended up going in space and stuff.
Like they just, I don't know. They just be because the thing was stupid because there's a Captain Marvel. It's two Captain Marvels. They got one for Marvel and there was one for DC. So people would be confused. They were like, "Why is there a Captain Marvel for a DC?"
Everything was really just like double cast.
Yes.
Like, so what's this? Yeah, we got everything. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cheeks.
It's heavy. So with Marvel, like I said, I'm just curious about the Venom movie. All that other stuff, we just gonna chalk it up to waiting on God, how the movies turn out, how the movies turn out. I'm not going to worry about it. So this is the section that I like to call open mic. Open mic is, because we do get off topic, I like to say, hey, let's go back and run some stuff that, we may wanted to re-elaborate on. And I was digging through my notes and I actually looked back and I forgot to mention something during the whole EVO thing. One, now that we got free from all the hate and back to some positivity, Tekken. And what makes like a really good fighting game, and I feel that a lot of them are starting to lose that with Tekken and Negan from Walking Dead to DLC. Like, how is this even going to work? How did he end up in the King of Fighters tournament? Is this something from like Walking Dead that they mentioned? Is this the same universe as Walking Dead now? I'm curious on how they're going to make this work.
Well, it's already Tekken 7 is kind of funny because you gotta remember they also put Akuma in this one too.
But it's also a universe that don't have any consistency.
It really doesn't
at all.
The The whole family killed each other like a dozen times.
You were born.
Haven't killed each other.
You tried to at least.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, you were born. I'm gonna throw you off this cliff. In end game, if you wake up, you the chosen one.
Yeah, he threw Kazuya off the cliff before Tekken 1 to see if he had the devil gene. And if he did come back, if he survived it, that means he had the devil gene from Kazumi, which, proven to be true.
Murdered my son. I just murdered him. I have faith you probably gonna survive this. Yeah. And then he raised the sons. He raised his grandson to be jealous of some poor child that he. You know what? I like this kid. I'm gonna treat him way better than you. Come with me. I'll show you the world.
Hey, they made Noctis work over. They can make things happen.
Well, they actually made Akuma's actually part of the canon story because
at the end, the last
was
fight.
Doing, the whole reason Akuma was in there was to he was doing a favor for the Kazumi's clan.
Yeah.
If he kills me, you come kill him.
Once you beat the story, once you beat the story, it was like Akuma was like the last fight of the game.
Yeah, he was the boss of the game.
Yeah, he was the boss. Yeah, because I had some friends that played it, and they were saying how Akuma was whooping their ass.
Yeah, he
beat the shit out of me, boy. I had trouble with the tiger. Her and the tiger. I was like, yo, what is this? How come this tiger can't clip through anything? What is this? You beating the tiger up, and then the tiger just teleport behind you. Like, I'm actually back here. Be like, what? Then she fire punch you, and it's like, you know what? You all right. I'll come back later. I'm not dealing with this right now. And then everybody like, yo, bro, you just got to know the combos. You figure it out.
I was really surprised about Noctis being included on there. He actually like a cool character to play, so they made his combat style like fit like nicely in that game. I was surprised.
He's more of a ranged. They got him like a ranged fighter.
Yeah, he like a ranged sword fighter kind of thing. Cause he could do his little royal guard weaponry thingy and his little what was it called on the game? It's like you teleport, like you throw the sword, and you teleport to that spot. I forgot what it was called. I haven't played in a long time.
So they made it Soul Calibur.
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. Speaking of Soul Calibur, that one looks nice though. I don't know if you guys, into the whole Soul Calibur thing, but the new Soul Calibur coming out looks nice. They have a boy from The Witcher. He on there.
They have
Calibur 6.
Yeah,
I've seen it when I was watching EVO. That was actually the other thing that I forgot to talk about. Like these games being showcased at EVO, or half of them not even done yet.
Right.
Like these games are still in like it's out of alpha. It's not early beta. Like it's being finalized, but they got tweaks and stuff, and they're like, no, just bring the EVO, let them play it and figure out what's broke. We'll fix it in post. And I'm like, so this what we doing? And Ed, we was looking at a game, LAF. Something where it was just initials.
Yeah, they talking about two new characters is getting added. It's from what I saw, was a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Which is for one between Xbox and PlayStation. All of Japan will buy a PlayStation before they buy an Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox is American. We all know this.
Yeah, so they like. And they're not putting it on Switch.
No.
And for Japan to own a big computer is a lot of space which they don't have because you are in a very small space. That's why the GameCube had a handle. It was like, you just throw this shit on the shelf or some shit. Bring it to your friend's house. It's small, it's compact. And that's how Nintendo used to get over on everybody. Be like, it's not even that big. You can put it anywhere. It's Nintendo. And then PlayStation came out, we got this brick and on a pillow. Buy it. And then Xbox went, look, we got a mini computer. And it was like, this is too big. No, we can't deal with this. So for them to say, hey, you could get it on PlayStation and not have to spend all this crazy money for a computer, it fits. So I can see why they like PlayStation exclusive, because one, all the anime games are usually PlayStation exclusive.
Yes.
And one, I'm gonna just throw this out because I found this out recently. The reason why Monster Hunter took so long to come out is because the development team who works for a big publishing company was like, we never worked on a PC game. So we made sure the console version came out, then we started working on a PC game.
Yeah, like they rebuilt the entire game, basically, they were saying.
So it's like, this is what y'all do. Y'all don't know anything about working on PC. And I guess these people probably ran into the same thing. I know how to work on a console. I don't know anything about working on a PC. It's completely different, and we don't want to mess this up. So that's probably why it's PlayStation exclusive.
Speaking of, what was I about to say? Damn it, I forgot now. I had it in my head, but you was talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
But see, when you're dealing with things like that, you kind of cutting the player base short, because all over the world, you still gonna have those people that say Xbox and PlayStation. And to me, like, for a long time, I had a 360. I had the one for a little bit just to play Kill Instinct when it first came out, and then after that, it's like a done deal. I got Kill Instinct on PC now. But if you want a bigger audience that's gonna play the game, I think you should open it up for it. Don't be just a console exclusive, especially big games, fighting games, period, because a lot of people, they gonna still go with what they want to go with, and then people can't afford to have multiple consoles like everybody can, like some other people can.
Speaking of, okay, so you just said the player database. Speaking of that, that's a big thing about fighters. That's a big problem with fighters. So with fighters, a lot of people been kind of pissed about it because it's only like a handful of characters. It's a set amount of characters that's like everyone uses OP. It's the same. All the fighters, all the big people in the community use these characters. So it's those. And then the big knock on fighters, it's a good fighting game. It's just the roster is just kind of stale when you look at it. It looks nice at first, but when you take into the fact that you playing with 3 characters on one team at a time, it's like you need more variety to care. Because like a lot of people are tired of seeing Goku and Vegeta. You got like 20. The entire fighters roster is Goku. Because you have Goku, you got Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku. No, Super Saiyan Goku, I'm sorry. Then you have Goku Black, which is basically Goku that got his body stolen from a villain. Then you got Gohan.
You need to do the reverse. You need to start base form Goku.
No, base form Goku. I gotta get to that because that just came out.
No, I was just saying, you might as well just go in order from there. Like, to show all the different, like, we got base, then go up from there, because you're going to get lost.
No, I was fine. I was gonna bring up that later because that's the big problem now. They came out with base, so they came out with all the Gokus to start the game out. You had like 4 Gokus. Gohan is basically Goku, so that counts too. Because Team Gohan is basically like a kid Goku, this OP. That they all of those are Goku. Then they came out with Bardock. Bardock is Goku's dad. They look exactly the same. They have the same voice acting in the Japanese version, so they sound the same. Then we have Vegito Blue. That's okay, so Vegito Blue is a fusion between Goku and Vegeta, but he looks just like Goku. So I don't know. Yeah, it's stupid. So they got that. Then they just came out with the base forms of Goku and Vegeta, which adds on to more Gokus. And then more Vegeta. They got Vegeta. Then they got Trunks. Then they got Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. It's like the characters in Fighters are all Goku. Like it's the Goku game. Like they got a joke now where they call it like I think Goku Fighters or something like that. Like it's some joke they have going on right now. But anyway, so it's like with Fighters, it's a good game. Like the gameplay and it looks great. It plays great. Like everything is good with it. It's just that when it comes to the character variety, I feel like they should open it up more to start off with instead of how they have it now. Because right now, because they say with Arc System, the way they do it is that they don't add new character models as like the time goes on. Like they just take the pre-existing ones and make characters off of those models. Like they don't have a character design for that from the jump, then they probably not gonna add it. That's what people been saying. So Goku, since so many characters are based off of Goku, they took him and just made like 20 different versions of a Goku that you can play as, and all of them play different, which is dumb. It's really dumb. So they should have probably explored more of the Dragon Ball universe, because like a lot of the characters from Super not on there. They should have added like, you know, Jiren. People love Jiren. They could have added him, Topo. Who else was big in the Tournament of Power? Y'all help me out. Y'all watch Super 2. Who else was there?
Yeah, you know, you got to get the
Kale.
No, you got to get the maidens.
Oh, the maidens, yeah. The three.
The Power Rangers. The Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
And all them, yeah. Riveran and all them, yeah. Kale. Caulifla. Kefla, the fusion between them two. Kaba. You got him.
They don't need to put him in.
People love Kaba, bro, for some reason. I don't know why.
What move did he do besides Vegeta move?
I don't know, bro.
They love skinny Vegeta. Ethiopian Vegeta is him. That's it.
Pretty much. But people are big fans of Kaba for some odd reason. Who else is in Super that was big? They got the trio, the Dangers.
They need to put Champa in there. Have him. What the fuck Champa gonna do? Complain. All his moves is him, like what they did with Deadpool and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He that weird character that's there just for comedy.
They could have had him.
And then his finishing move, he self-destruct like Tien, but Beerus come and look at him and he disappeared.
Chill out, bro.
Nah,
they could have
you gotta get that the weird character to Phoenix right in Ultimate Marvel, man. Oh, yeah. He was the weird character.
Who else?
That level 3 was the truth, though.
Objection!
You ain't talking about that. That was the tournament right there.
They could have even put GT characters on there. Like the GT had some good characters. They could have put. Yes, they could. Leave them alone. They could have put Super Saiyan.
They don't need to put that.
They could put Super Saiyan for Goku on there. People love that.
But you just said everybody hates the game called Goku Fighters. Why we gonna put more Goku in it?
I mean, that was a good Goku though. Super Saiyan 4. That was a cool one. The little monkey transformation. But even if you didn't want to go the Goku route, you could have put the dragons in there. The fire one, the ice one. Those were cool. Dragons. Yeah, Omega Shenron. I forgot the names of the fire and the ice ones. I forgot the names.
Iris and something.
I can't remember, but thank you for remembering at least one of them. I can't recall their names. But they could have added them
in there. Ice and Nova.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't think of the Japanese name. You was saying the Japanese names, but I can't think of those, though. Yeah, they could have added them. They could have added Baby in there. People love Baby. All one they should have had was that Super Android 17 bullshit they came up with. That was stupid. They don't need to add
That's going to be the one that they add in there. I feel like if they do a GT pack, that's the one that's going to get in.
You're probably right, bro, unfortunately. They're going to have him and Omega Shenron, probably.
And that's going to be it, because that was the only people that dropped for any other game. We just got...
We got Baby. We got Baby Vegeta, though. On Xenoverse 2. You know, they still updating that game.
Thank you, Switch. The Switch the only reason we got that. Okay, look, we got to do something for the Switch.
Super Baby Vegeta. Let's go.
Bet.
Hey, they're going to add that Ultra Instinct Goku to
They got the bottle. They got the bottle.
They got the bottle for it. Hey.
How we going to do this? Turn all the stats. Take this octagon and just put all the stats on high for everything.
Ultra settings.
Like he's 4K. What's his finishing move? He you win on the screen with his finger, and the screen explodes. That's how
I got too many I ain't gonna lie, I got too many Gokus and fighters, but I feel like Ultra Instinct Goku will be tight. Just because the finishing move would be like the Ultra Kamehameha wave. That would be kind of tight. Because he
get to run on the beam. You just shoot. Your character shoot a random beam out, and he just front side nose grind like he fucking Tony Hawk on it.
So that wasn't tight in the anime, but how they animated.
It's tight in the anime, but everybody don't play with that. You are, so all right. So Ed can contest to this. So if anybody play with Akuma, they gonna instantly try to do the Raging Demon if they trash, because that's gonna be the one move. I'm gonna finish you like this. Yes. That's how it's gonna be on Fighters. That's how it's gonna be on Fighters.
Dramatic finish.
That's how Fighters
wake up,
be.
wake up, demon all day. Don't even know what they know the buttons, but they don't know the input.
Yeah, and that's all in the wait. They gonna save him for the end, so he gonna be Anchor, and it's gonna be Yamcha and Trunks. Just to build up, it's gonna be Yamcha and Trunks to build up Mita. Then you throw him in, and they gonna be trying to do that move. And with Fighters input controls, it's too easy to do finishes. That's all it's gonna be. They gonna waste Bar Meter just trying to do that move, and it's gonna be cancer, which is already a bad, just
bad in the fighting game community.
Yes,
right now, because easy inputs. That's just, to me, that's just like a big no. Like
you could literally play Fighters on a controller. You don't need a fight stick for it at all.
I heard.
Yes, you can literally play it on like a regular console, PS4, Xbox controller.
I don't have no problem because I've met a lot of people that play fighting games, period, on controllers, and they do well in them. But if you can do stuff if you can do complicated stuff real simple in a fighting game, then what's the point of having a fighting game?
That's like Tekken when they added that finisher, or just sign it to a button.
Yeah, when I tell you people do like a whole like 100% damage combos using just a controller on Fighters, that's when you know it's too much. It's something's broken in it. Cause like I've seen it before. It's just it gets to the point where it's too easy for people. That's like I understand. Like they say the whole purpose of it was them basically like making it to where you could pick it up and play and like be fine. Like you don't have to be like a pro fighter, a pro in like the fighter community to like understand the game. But I think it got to the point where they made it too simple to where it's like it's cancer. I think that's what it got to.
That's my biggest thing about that game too, because just would be a bit, but not a lot. I've seen a lot of people play it, and I see a lot of the same rushdown movement between all the different characters, and it's like, okay, this is not something that I'll be willing to play because there's no difference or no good variation of anything.
Right.
Like that's why I like Street Fighter and Marvel and Tekken, because there's high low to everything. It's not just let me dash, up, down. No, like what's the point of me setting you up for a mix up if you can do if it's the same thing between every character and there's a counter to it right there and there.
Right. It's just Fighters it's a good. I like the game as a whole. Like it's a good game, but it's not enough variety in it. It's like it's too limited. Like, cause if you got a fighting game, you gotta it's 3v3. Like Marvel vs. Capcom, for instance. Like that was 3v3. So if it's a game like that, you need a big roster, so you can have a little variety. You need different tiers. But with Fighters, there's only like 20 characters on there that you can play as. So with three people in the team and 20 fighters, that's not that many different options you could pick from. And everybody run like Adult Gohan. Goku Black was hot for a minute, and was Android 16 was big for a while, so they nerfed them. It's not a big enough variety. They needed more. I feel like they do like a Fighters 2 or like a Season 2 and they add more people to it. That might help it out. They add like a more variety of fighters with it besides just Goku. I think it might.
Burrito of DLC content?
Say it again.
Aren't they on like Season 3 of DLC content with the
no. It's on this Season 1. All this is Season 1. That was just this was part 3 of the DLC, because they only had 8. Because you get to see, because it was stupid. So you got to see the pass for fighters, and you only was confirmed 8 characters. Like they only have 8 DLC characters they can let you get from the season pass, and they came out 2 at a time. But they data mined the game, so people already knew what fighters were coming out since the game began. Like everybody knew the order they were coming out with. Like everybody knew Bardock and Brother was first, and then Merge Zamasu and Vegito Blue, and then base form Goku Vegeta. And the last 2 is gonna be Cooler and 17. None of the last 2. And the 17 is gonna be the 17 from Super. So yeah, that's how they did that. And people saying they should do a season 2 where they add like some of the movie characters. They venture out to like the movie characters and stuff like that. Like a lot of people been talking about they want Janemba. I've seen people say they want Master Roshi in the game. What else? I've seen a lot of
Master Roshi.
Hey, I'm just saying what I've seen the fans people say they want. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying that what they say they want. They say they want like Master Roshi and Janemba. Everybody loves Janemba. You know, I feel like he wasn't that great of a villain in the Future Reborn movie, but that's another topic.
Digital demon.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day. What other characters people say they want? They said Lord Slug. I seen him. I saw Turles, which is another fucking Goku. Goku uncle. His other uncle.
We got it, boys. We got all the Gokus. Don't worry about it.
But, I mean, the thing is, Dragon Ball is such a huge universe, especially they expanded with Super, and now they continue Super further with the Broly movie coming out. It's so many characters you can add. Like, there's no reason that roster should be, like, still. Because there's so many people you can really venture off into and get. And then they got the original Dragon Ball. We all know Kid Goku probably coming at some point. They're going to add a Kid Goku too. I'm just waiting for it. I just know they're going to add a fucking Kid Goku. They got to every fighting game got to have a Kid Goku for some fucking reason. Ever since GT came out, oh yeah, we can put Kid Goku in without having Dragon Ball characters. Yeah. Like, okay, cool.
That's when they going to do GT. That's why I was like, don't do GT, because GT going to be Kid Goku.
Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku.
That's why I was like, they don't need to do GT. Leave that out of it. We don't need any more Gokus in Vegeta. Then they're going to have the fusion. It's just going to be, he going to fight with his hands folded and flipping upside down, and it's going to be too much.
That's what Vegeta do. Vegeta fight with his hands folded.
Oh,
he be having his hands folded doing them kicks. That's another person, Gogeta. They want Gogeta. People been saying they want Gogeta too, which I don't know why. Because you already got Vegito. So why you need Gogeta too?
That's right, because they want the GT.
But I never understood the purpose of having... Well, Gogeta was technically in the movie first though, right? Because it was Fusion Reborn they did that first time. When he did like he was the flamboyant. Oh, yeah. He did the flamboyant moves and he like did the pixie dust. I banish you. Stardust Punisher. And I was like, okay. So...
But back to the main topic where you said what really makes a fighting game a good fighting game?
For me, they don't need out like you don't. If you're doing 1v1, you don't need a big roster.
Right.
You just need to have solid characters and either quick matches where it's not like a long extended 2 health bar system. It's just a simple, all right, cool. We got what? A minute 30 to make something happen.
Go Street Fighter rules.
Done. Now, if you're doing teams and 3v3s, one, you need to have out the gate minimum is hard. I say 25 to 30. 25 to 30.
Yeah.
Out the gate.
Because with 3 people on the team, you 30, that's like if you put that's like 10 different variations for every like you got one character, so it's like 10. So 30 would be a good balance for it.
But out of those 30, you need a good solid 10 strong anchors. Like GOAT characters, like they don't have to be the main characters, but they just have to be all right. They can hold their own at least against a 2-on-1 where there's hope. Because if you get into those, all right, look, this character is just trash. Like Akuma. Akuma health has always been trash.
Thanks.
But he is a good, all right, look, I can get some of these combos off. I work well. I got you. He could be a strong anchor if for a seasoned player. You just have to be on your top game at that point. Then you got like Zangief, which is a good technical character where, look, I could block, I could do this little red armor stuff. You have good, strong characters that some people don't play with because they ain't cool and trick heavy. They just, all right, this is a good, strong character I can play with in case of a pinch.
Yeah, that's also what makes a good fighting game. Like, basically, I feel like make a good fighting game would be like, you know, like it don't have like OP characters. Like every character not like you don't have like three characters. Like everybody don't run the same three characters. Like everybody can be good with any character you put the work in for. Like you can make one character like great because like for EVO, the guy that just won EVO. You know that was what they said. That was the first M Bison to win EVO. Like that was the first time they had EVO.
M Bison never win an EVO championship, and that's the first time I ever seen an M Bison in the top 8. Honestly.
Yeah, see exactly like things like that is kind of like that. What makes it like exciting? Like everybody gets tired of seeing Cammy all the time. Like who wants to see Cammy played a million times? Like that's boring. So, but like with Street Fighter, everybody has like their own characters they can good at. But the thing with fighters is that you could put the work in for a character, but it's just like some of them just so weak to where you can't. It's like they can't. I don't know. It's like they can't break the barrier through. Like
you cannot win with 3 support characters. And
yes,
they are clearly labeled support characters.
Yes, because in fighters, you never see like a Team Gohan or anybody like that in like the top 8 or anything. Like you never see them make it that far. We just saw a Yamcha player make it to one like a tournament recently. I know AB was excited about that. You know,
Yamcha is secretly one of the best characters in the game.
Yamcha is he's good. Only problem with Yamcha is that his combos are weak. It don't do a lot of damage. That's one of the knocks they got on him. And his moveset is kind of technical because the way the inputs is for it, people say it's kind of technical,
and that's the thing. No one is putting time into learning technical characters. It's hit them with a grab and stun lock them essentially, and then hit them with Cell because then you got the explosion and Cell got a lot of versatile moves because he's top mid tier at this point, and then you got Trunks who just he one of the quickest characters in the game, but his moves are really weak. But they put him up in front of Yamcha because it's like Yamcha too technical. You really just you button mash with Trunks, you kind of win. And that's why I'm like, it's not a technical game. Fighting games for a casual person, yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ is literally the perfect casual game. I'm just glad it didn't get hit with the Gundam Versus death. Like, I don't know what it is about Gundam games that get advertised to the West, but they need to stop. Just make stuff exclusive, and I will pay the extra $15 to get it shipped to my house. I don't care. Gundam Versus is good. They put it at EVO last year, didn't they? Or something important. Some important last year they put it at. And they was like, yeah, we're going to have this at EVO. That game ain't at EVO. Nobody even playing that game. Why are y'all advertising a Gundam fighting game that is stupidly over technical, where the health system is trash? It's a point-based health system. Why? If you die, you get to respawn, but depending on how much your suit costs, you may have anywhere from 1 or 2 respawns. All right, that's horrible. 2, the moves and lock-on system is straight out of somebody's like fever dream of an IT. Like, I made my first video game and I designed this tracking system. Who designed this? Because it is horrible. And then they wanted you to play on it with a fight stick. This don't control like Gigantor, where I'm pulling out this old school ancient controls. Like, I'm going to summon a giant robot and I'm going to do the Hadouken, and then none of the stuff worked. And they was like, this is going to be a fighting game. I went, this will never be a fighting game. Y'all snag my money because it has Gundam on it, and I give you that. It has Gundam. But the rest of this is trash. And that's what a lot of games are getting pushed out as, like, oh, we're going to slap a name on it, and we're going to fix it. Slap a name on it, fix it. The beta access stuff is gotten out of hand where we are paying $60, $70, $90 for collector's editions of a game that is still in alpha testing, not even beta, where you playing a fighting game and you seeing polygons and clipping through other characters and backgrounds. What is this? And people are just fine with like, oh, this is still a good game. How? How is this happening?
I need to have some smoothness to a game if I'm going to play the beta form. I can see if it's crashing or it's not, some things are not functional to par. Small things like that, a little buggy here and there, but if you're going to give me a beta and I got paid for it, I don't want to see no fucking polygons.
We're buying we're buying beta releases of games and they get patched up as it goes along.
But see, that goes down to, I think one day me and 8-Bit was having a discussion about these early access games.
That was us.
Yeah, I really don't agree with that at all because
PUBG.
You get these games that's not even fully developed and they not optimized to people computers, graphics cards, and all this, and you making people pay outrageous amounts of money just to play them. It's not even a full game. It's
Star Citizen.
You still putting stuff out there for the game. Even Fortnite. Fortnite is still in early access.
Star Citizen finessed everybody. Star Citizen literally said, hey, we pledge for this game. It's like an open world space game and it's single player, multiplayer. We got a whole nother thing. And then in the middle of it, they went, okay, look, Star Citizen gonna be the multiplayer game. We got this other thing called like Squadron 42 or something. That's going to be the single player game, but it's going to be a separate game. If you buy a package now, after you didn't pledge to get into it, if you buy one of our ships, once the game release, you're going to get the ship and we're going to give you the Squadron 42 game. All right, I just want the Squadron 42 game. Okay, so what package do you want to buy? I'm not going to buy a package. I already pledged. Okay, that's nice, but we're not doing that.
See, that's bullshit right there.
Exactly. And people like, you gave your money to Star Citizen, which is multiplayer. And people are upset about it. And they just like, you gave your money to, deal with it.
That's not how that's supposed to go. It's all go down to that pay to play shit.
EA access.
Pay to win.
Pay to win kills a lot of video games.
I don't want, like, everybody in this on the show right now knows I play a lot of Warcraft. The only thing I pay for in Warcraft is just my subscription. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pay for. I don't want to pay for no extra armor, no extra anything that I can get in the game if I just play the game. And I want to keep it like that. I would never see the use of me spending the money that I already used to pay for the game to pay for other bullshit in the game. Like, that's just retarded to me. For all that, I shouldn't even be playing the game.
It's just a lot of people lazy. They want to, like, the whole thing with grinding games out. People don't, because, like, we grew up with, like, when you bought a game, you usually had to, like, play and get it, like, level grind. Like, they don't know about, like, the Final Fantasy where you have to just play and, like, grind your level. You get to a certain stage of the game, you getting your ass whooped. You got to backtrack and be like, okay, I need to go level up. So you just doing a lot of grind and backtracking and, like, boosting and all that. People nowadays, they don't really want to do that. They just want to be good immediately. So they just make it for you want to pay the most money, you'll be good at the game. That's why Star Wars had a big thing going on, because it was just, you pay the most money, you good at the game. That's how I go. You didn't have to like grind to unlock. Like the grind to unlock, you had to play like, I think it was a ton of matches you had to play like unlock like Darth Vader and stuff like that. So people just paying money to just get ahead. So people's like, yeah, I'm not playing a game where I have to pay. I gotta pay $60 for the game, then I gotta spend like extra $120 just so I can get one character on the game that I want to play with. Like, that's ridiculous. So, you know, it's just pay the like, DLC is a good thing because it gives you more. It makes the game last longer, give you more content for the game. But then again, it's bad because sometimes it makes it to where people don't actually play the game. They just spend all the money to make it like, hey, I got this limited gun. You got to pay this amount of money to get that. I got a lot of loot box and this and that. Instead of, you know, you just playing the game, enjoying with your friends, getting better, and then eventually, you know, you get to that point where y'all all good at the game. Like, for instance, we was playing Monster Hunter, but like, we ran Monster Hunter for. Well, you were originally supposed to run it for like a month. You were supposed to run it for like a month, and then you end up running for like you said, 6 years. So with that, you know, it was no pay to play. Like, we just had to play that game. We had to, you know, we died by Lord Teostra, Lord Kieran. You know, they whooped our ass many times, but we had to
all the lords, golden lords.
Yeah, all of them. You know, we had to fight them. We had to get them out of there so we can get their armor and stuff, and then you get better through that. So that's why I liked Monster Hunter, because it wasn't like I can play. I'm on the game and I see people spending a bunch of money just to get one thing. Like, everything with Monster Hunter was free. Like, all the DLC, everything is free. They just updated.
Not everything free. No battle stuff was free, but like cosmetics, your character cosmetics, and the trainer was cosmetic, but it was never something where it was like, oh, you gotta buy this.
Right. Like, you didn't have to buy a season pass to get like updates. Like, they just added stuff to the game. Like, they added new monsters in. They just added Behemoth in and all that kind of stuff. Like, they did the Final Fantasy crossover. Like, they just threw stuff in the game. Like, the only stuff you had to really buy was like what the hairstyle. It was the hairstyles and the outfits for the
the only thing was cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
But Halo had that bad back in the day. Halo had people buying monsters for digital codes to get packs for a single-use card in a game where you was literally like, do I use this one thing that might be able to save the game? It had people freaking out like, do anybody have a rocket launcher? We need it. Use your cards. People buying battle packs and looking for gold cards that was single use and just losing. And I was like, are we serious right now? Like, people do literally like, I'll be back. I'm going to buy some battle packs. I'm going to see if I can get a Wraith. No. I'm looking for a Scorpion. If I get a Scorpion, bro, we're going to win the next match. I promise. I swear. And then you get it, and then you get sniped. They're trying to run to be like, all right, I'm gonna call this in. Bet, yeah, boom. The enemy stole the Scorpion, bro. You just gave them the win, bro. We don't have nothing. Look at God, just fighting through this temptation, and we just sitting there like, well, I'm gonna just log out. Because the rich kid just spent like $600 in battle packs to get a Scorpion that he just gives to an enemy. All right, bet. I was one of the people losing their mind over the saw. I was like, I need the saw. I saved all my packs. I was like, I got about 12 of them. I'm gonna save them in case of an emergency. Might have to run up on somebody. I'm prepared. And it was like a really bad experience. Like, or you played the matches and was like, I got to do like 18 tricks. Might be able to get one battle pack. Let me go. And then you just lose your mind. It was horrible. That is the worst feeling. And for somebody that gambles, that's a really addictive feeling. Like, all right, look, once you get hooked, you really just sitting there like, I got to get this one. I got to get this one more.
I promise I got it, man. I got it.
Like, and you just sitting there, just losing. And I was like, are we serious right now? Like, people do literally like, I'll be back. I'm going to buy some battle packs, and I'm gonna see if I can get a Wraith. No, I'm looking for a Scorpion. If I get a Scorpion, bro, we gonna win the next match. I promise. I swear. And then you get it, and then you get sniped. They're trying to run to it. Be like, all right, I'm gonna call this in. Bet, yeah, boom. The enemy stole the Scorpion, bro. You just gave them the win, bro. We don't have nothing. Look at God, just fighting through this temptation, and we just sitting there like, well, I'm gonna just log out because the rich kid just spent like $600 in battle packs to get a Scorpion that he just gives to the enemy. All right, bet. I was one of the people losing their mind over the salt. I was like, I need the salt. I saved all my packs. I was like, I got about 12 of them. I'm gonna save them in case of an emergency. Might have to run up on somebody. I'm prepared. And it was like a really bad experience. Like, or you played the matches and was like, I got to do like 18 tricks. Might be able to get one battle pack. Let me go. And then you just lose your mind. It was horrible. That is the worst feeling. And for somebody that gambles, that's a really addictive feeling. Like, all right, look, once you get hooked, you really just sitting there like, I gotta get this one more.
I promise I got it, man. I got it.
Like, and you just sitting there. Like, that's a bad feeling to have that in a video game where you're supposed to be relaxing and getting away from these problems, that you are enticing them and fueling them on inside of a relaxed state.
Right. I'm gonna keep rolling, man. I got it. I promise.
But when I get on the high street, do not touch me. Do not. Y'all messing up. You will mess up the groove. If I'm streaking, just like, hey, look. We gonna wait for him to start losing, then we gonna cash out while he on top. Let the high feeling stay there, and we like, yo, it's time to go, bro. You lost once, don't bet at all. Let's leave up out of here.
Throw 13 racks on the root table real quick.
Bet it on black.
14 red. Damn it! Bet.
Did I say black? I'm in red.
To the earth.
Tell me you put something on red. Tell me you put $1. You didn't do. You always gotta have a backup. God damn it, boy. But we don't want to destroy the editor on this one, guys. So closing it up, the last comments of the night. Some things we really want to try to do, if the audience, those who've powered through and listened so far, thanks for making it to the end. We appreciate you. We want to see what you guys think about something that y'all might want to hear us discuss. Just judging from who we are, our characters. We're going to work on some questions. I would really like to see anybody that's creative if you want to submit a beat, make an intro, something copyright free, something that you personally made. If you want to just send a little link or something like that for us to grab, and we'll mention your name, who did the intro. Also, at the end, we'd like to start asking questions. So if y'all want to know, hey, what is our top 5 video games? What's the story of G Money meeting his girl? What happened the night that B Nasty sent us text messages screaming, oh God, no, why? Things like that. Hit us up in the comments below. We'll pick at least 2 or 3 depending on the length of them, and we'll start keeping track on which ones we do and marking them off a little list. So if y'all want to go ahead and do that, don't forget to like, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Don't miss out. And hit the notification bell at the top. So, you can stay up and current on what's going on with us. And start looking out for like the new videos. Because me and Ed did a phenomenal job with full-time G Money commentating his Siege. So I'm gonna see if G Money could get us some Siege photos for us to edit and go over and kind of have some fun with y'all. But follow us on Twitter, and all the links below. And we'll see y'all next time. And thanks for listening.
Peace out.
In my culture, death is not the end. It's more of a stepping off point. You reach out with both hands and vow to where you can run forever